So today I'll be reviewing Pelsee 2K Dashcam. So let's open it. In the inside we have our Dashcam and we have a camera on the back. We have 4 things we can plug in on the top. On the bottom we have a on-off screen button. Okay, let's see what else is inside. So the first item we have this charger. It's pretty nice, it has this USB and the connection to the Dashcam is USB-C. Next we have this backside camera. 2 connection here. The red we don't have to use it and the other one goes back to the Dashcam. And that's the connection to the backside camera. It has 2 screws to adjust up and down. We also get this GPS device and here's the user manual. There's a lot to read here. So we're gonna go through that real quick. Pause if you need to. Tech support card. The tech support usually take 1 to 2 days to get back to us. They give us this cloth, giving us 2 more foams, pretty interesting rubber band, and they give us this little tool to run the cable. Let's power it up with the USB-C. And we can see the camera view already. So we can go to the menu. We can click on we need to add the SD card. Now we're gonna format the memory card. Here's the recording settings. Watermark information, I like to turn it off. Keep the microphone on. Back recording, backside is being recorded. There's frequency anti-flicker, resolution 1080p and 2K. And on the display settings we have stream media. I like to use the split screen. For this automatic backlight, it is supposed to auto adjust with the environment, but when I was using it, it doesn't really do that. I would recommend to keep it off and adjust it on the main screen. Next we have the screen sleep. I like to turn it off so the screen is always on. Display time, I'll keep it on. The parking recording, whenever there's like a big shot, the Dashcam will mark the recording as important and it will keep the file locked until you remove it from the PC. I don't use the time lapse. I like the collision sensitivity to be middle or high. Next we have the system settings. The touch sound, it is very annoying so I will turn it off. The format we have 12 and 24 hours system, and the speed unit we have kilometers per hour or miles per hour. And we have the time zone here. The time zone doesn't really save itself, so I will just manually adjust the time settings. And for the volumes, it is pretty much how loud the speaker gets. It also has an AI voice control. You can actually say to it and have it do something. The voice line is preset, so you have to look at the menu. And at the end we have this GPS info. If we plug in the GPS, it is just gonna tell us the GPS device is being detected. So here we can see when we put on the rear camera, there's an icon that will show up on the top right. It will turn blue, and if we switch to the back side, we can actually see the back side. So I like to keep the rear camera on using the Dashcam like a mirror, and we can also do 2 views. If you like it, you can keep it on here. I like to just use the rear view, and we can quickly go to playback. We can just look at the file name that tell us the time. I have set them to be 1 minute on each file. You can choose it to be 3 minutes, and we have this front and rear icon, so you can choose between them. They basically simultaneously record front and back, so they have the exact same time frame. So now let's go ahead and install our Dashcam. We're gonna put the Dashcam on the mirror and we're gonna use the rubber band and hook it on the bottom hook. There is the same thing on the top, left side and the right side. So the rubber band is quite strong. They have not broken up with the heat, and now it is pretty good, pretty stable. And now we're gonna run our main cable to power up the Dashcam. So we're gonna go from here and run down here, and we're gonna hide the cable through the top, go to the side, go to this line, go on the side like this of the car, go down, go underneath and go back to the connection. What I want to do is connect both sides, but I will start running from the top. There's a lot of empty spots between the foam and the actual frame, so we can easily hide a cable in between. So you can follow what I'm doing. I've speed up a little bit to make it go faster. And then we can use the tools that we got earlier to help hide the cable. So we just have to work our way around. So now we have some excess cable on the floor, and we're gonna use a zip tie and organize the cable on the bottom. So I found a spot to zip tie the cable, and here is how the cable is hidden. So let's move to the rear camera. What we're gonna do is we will leave the camera right here where it will see through the glass and watch the back. Since I don't want to drill any hole here, I'll just use the tape that came with the package. The camera has its own cable. The black cable just run back to the front. This time we're going to run the cable through here, down here, go through the top, here, go back down, and then go all the way to the back. So there's some space here, so I'm going to run the cable again, this time from the camera, and I'm going to high rest the cable here. Alright, so now it is done, and this is how it looks like when the cable is in. You can take your time, hide it even better, but for now, it is pretty good. Now let's turn on the car and test it. So we have the screen turned on, and it is looking at the backside. Now we're gonna use the GPS, and we're gonna go do a test drive. So I've turned on my car, and we can see, oh, we have 2 cameras. It's pretty cool, this one looking back. Okay, so this is a compass so far. So I'm facing south. I'm gonna turn to southeast and then east. So this is actually showing east. I'm very impressed. So east, and right now it's going to show north. I'm facing north right now, and it looks like it's pretty good. So it is also showing miles per hour. Right now it is showing like 21, 19, 20, right? And it is exactly what it is showing on my screen. I don't know if it is like getting information somewhere, but so far I'm pretty impressed. And right now I'm going for a 1-hour trip. We're going to come back and see what kind of data we can see from this trip. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Let's go on settings, the GPS info, and see what is up. Look, there's some newer information here. Yeah. Wow. Too bad we cannot zoom in. A lot of things can be seen on the monitor again, So when the SD card is on the computer, you have 6 folders. Photos, you can actually take photos when you're driving. I don't know why, but I guess you can do that. Normal videos are recordings that are not locked, and the videos in EMR folders are locked. The camera capture speed is pretty good, I would say, like a 60 frames per second. So whenever you pause the video, you can actually see the car is like not moving, pretty clear. But when it comes to the license plate, it's not bad for the 2K resolution, and that is pretty much, we have a wide angle and 2K resolution camera, and that is pretty much how much we can get. And if the car is nearby, yes, but when the cars are too far away, we cannot see it. But for any accident stuff, having a dash cam is better than having nothing. And this is the exact same time when I'm looking at the back side. The back one is only 1080p, and the camera chipset is not that great. But once again, it is better to have something than nothing. We can only see the license plate of another car when they are super close up. So it is like now, when a car is super close up, we will be able to see the license plate. When the dash cam is at night, it is very different than daytime. There's a lot less light coming into the camera. Therefore, every moving object is actually like ghosting. When we pause the video, we cannot really see the object clearly. But once again, it is better than nothing. And this is the back camera. You can barely see anything unless they come really close and you have step on your brake light so that some extra light can shine on the license plate. And just like this one. And right here, I took off my brake and there's no light shining to the license plate, and we cannot see the license plate number at all. So that is pretty much it. And this is the full details of the Amazon product. Technology is getting better and better every year. It's not a bad product, but it can definitely be better. You have 30 days to return it. If you like my presentation, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see me again, and I will see you in the next video.